This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. Because so many people asked, I will cover this. I know there's many more important things going on in the world, but I've covered on this channel many times over these challenges that pop up and what the meaning is behind it, because usually there is a cult meaning behind it. We all remember the ALS challenge where they would dump the ice water on one another, and these just complete buffoons think that they're doing something to help.
The money actually raised from the Ice Bucket Challenge, I read an article about it a while back, actually did help research that led to some developments in treatments for that disease, for ALS. So that's good.
Help a charity, help awareness. They don't need...
Charity? Why do I give money to charity when I call for an uprising can just make shitty YouTube videos? I do much more for society.
Even realize they're participating in rituals, and they don't care when you point it out. They laugh at it and think it's nothing. But this is just another one that's out there that's new. It's a joke. I mean, it's laughable.
This one's dangerous. I mean, a lot of those challenge things are. Maybe I'm just old now, but I don't know. Don't do the milk crate thing. Super dangerous. You're gonna break your neck.
So obvious, but again, there might be some young people out there who don't even understand why it's pushed and made popular, why the mainstream media, why Good Morning America talks about it, all these mainstream news outlets who don't want you to do it because they tell you it's dangerous, you could get hurt, be careful.
Yes, don't do it. It's dangerous, you could be hurt. Be careful. I agree with those sentiments.
They only talk.
Send Peter this clip, he needs to see it. What's the clip? For privacy reasons, he went missing in 2019. The picture of the actual dead kid is an image leaked from the Uyghur concentration camps in China. It's a completely different kid. So, Peter, you stupid fucking piece of shit. Why did I have to take 5 seconds to do the bare minimum of research for you, who claim to be the expert on this, who claim to do your research and you get all your own information? It's a picture from a concentration camp in China, Peter. And you saw that picture next to a picture of Stephen Colbert, a late-night talk show host, and you went, yeah, he killed that kid. You should... Yeah, I don't know if he'll like that. Discordant Vold, thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it. Bubble Homestead says hospitals are getting pretty full in places, so maybe be a bit careful. Yeah, I'm not taking any risks. As an anarchist, call for an uprising is as cringy as vegan teacher, says Roland7. I bet.
Talk about it because they want it to be popular. If they wanted you to stop doing it or not partake in it, they wouldn't bring attention to it. They wouldn't let it trend on social media. Like they don't let people like me trend or other truthers.
They don't let you trend because you promote ridiculous medical misinformation, satanic conspiracy theories, and good old-fashioned conspiratorial anti-Semitism. So.
Trend when, before all the nonsense really came to light, we all did kind of trend in a sense because people wanted to hear this stuff, and then they suppressed it. They want it to trend. They want people to partake. And I have to put a disclaimer out before I show you what it is and then explain how it's an occult ritual, that I do not endorse doing this for many reasons.
So Call is allowed to cover it even though he thinks it's satanic and doesn't want people to do it. But if Good Morning America covers it and says don't do it, then it's because they're in on it. Do we see the contradiction? Call is allowed to cover whatever he wants because he's a good guy. But if some rando news station or Good Morning America covers something, they're automatically satanic because they covered that thing. That makes sense. Krizia says, the news organizations don't control society or social media trends. Yeah.
Main reason being because why partake in stupidity? And why partake in an occult ritual? They go hand in hand. Okay? Nobody should need to even tell anyone not to partake in something where you could fall and crack your skull open and fall on the ground. But
teenagers are dumb. People are dumb, and teenagers are less developed people. They're prone to risky behavior. That's what I'm trying to say.
Apparently I have to say that because...
Staggering levels of hypocrisy on the card? Yep.
Oh, there's people promoting it, so social media has to step in because they're not stepping in and doing...
Thanks for the link. Oh, I already have this guy. We covered this guy earlier, actually. But thank you.
Anything. They'll step in probably and try to stop someone like me from telling you the occult meaning behind it before they would step in and try to stop the zombies from actually partaking in it. But what it is, it's called the Milk Crate Challenge. Milk Crate Challenge. Take a look.
I love seeing these Milk Crate Challenge videos, and you guys keep sending them to me, so keep them coming. And if you haven't...
That's wildly irresponsible. They should not be telling their viewers to do this. Oh, God.
Heard what we're talking about. It's this viral thing of people getting hurt, falling off a milk crate.
The idea is to stay on the milk crates,
right,
climb up and then back down. But Jason Carr in the carport, a lot of folks are not successful and honestly look like they're breaking arms and legs in the process.
So yeah.
This is terrible. Why was the first guy like, yeah, keep sending me them, I love them, and they're like, but a lot of people are breaking their... That's so irresponsible.
In case you couldn't tell by all the viral videos, federal officials are now letting us know the Milk Crate Challenge is a bad idea. The warning comes as videos like these rack up millions of views across social media. It shows attempt after attempt of people trying to walk up and down a staircase made entirely of milk crates, which are not stable, and most end in spectacularly painful fashion. Doctors do not recommend it, and the Food and Drug Administration is also discouraging people from participating in this foolishness. The agency weighed in after comedian Conan O'Brien tweeted, "Waiting for FDA approval before I take the Milk Crate Challenge." He made the joke after the FDA approved the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine. The FDA tweeted a response saying they can't recommend the challenge, and saying perhaps I'll enjoy a nice glass of 2% and return all those crates to the grocery store. Here's the other point about this that I saw on social media. All these fools are doing this and breaking their faces, arms, and legs, and then they go to the ER, but all the beds are full from COVID.
No, man. Yeah, you thought society was getting dumber by the second? Yeah, this is great. I mean,
Guys, young people doing stupid things isn't a new phenomena. I don't know how to break it to you. People are pretty stupid and have been throughout all of human history. People are dumb. Bittergrin says, I still don't understand where they found all the milk crates. I've seen like 3 in my life total. Yeah, I don't know either.
I love when people just go, well, you're old.
Baja says, Randy retweeted a doctor that said, Randy is a friend of ours who is a doctor, says, if people knew how much spleens like to bleed, they wouldn't do this shit. Poor Randy. I feel bad for him. It's gotta be. I can't even imagine the stress of being a doctor in this day and age.
Old, this is the way people... Yeah, sure. I mean, we can all...
Like, I know the environment Randy grew up in, relatively. We both grew up in the Midwest, and, you know, we're roughly the same age. So, you know, you get told all your life, like, don't go and flip burgers, go to college and become a lawyer or a doctor, you know, the most respected professions in the country. And then he does, and he goes and he works his ass off for years and years and years in pre-med and then medical school and doing his residency. And now he's a doctor, and people are like, fuck you, guy who got your medical degree. I'm gonna eat horse medicine because I don't trust you. That's gotta be frustrating. Ice Queen says, could that mean Call is from Michigan? Why? Wait, what did he say that was Michigan-y? I missed it.
Remember, just, you know, doing things that could possibly result in us falling on our skull, like climbing up milk crates, and it's just so unbelievable how dumb people are that they do this stuff, but this is the monkey see, monkey do reality we live in. Nobody realizes that. Monkey see, monkey do. That's what everything is.
I think people do realize that because that's an idiom. Maybe look up what an idiom means. It's a Detroit station? Oh, okay. People probably send him stuff too, though. So, I don't know. That'd be funny, though. For some reason, all the crazies congregate in Michigan. I know. I live here. I'm one of the crazies. It's me. The crazy's coming from inside the stream.
Is monkey see, monkey do. You're going to take a magic potion? Why? Monkey see, monkey do? Oh, yeah. Oh, because you're trying to
When he says potion, he's talking about the vaccine.
protect yourself? No. You're taking it because monkey see, monkey do. That's why. And if you're taking it for other reasons, it's likely because you're being peer pressured into it because you want to keep a job. Monkey see, monkey do. So the first thing of note, which is really easy to see, is it's set up in a pyramid. Oh, Cole, you're a crazy conspiracy nut because it's set.
Yes. Call, things being shaped like that isn't a conspiracy. That's just a shape that exists. Ascending and then descending symmetrically is just a shape. It's called a triangle. It's not a conspiracy. I really don't know how else to say it. Isn't Baja from Michigan too? Oh yeah, we're both crazy. Call has a P.O. box and it isn't in Michigan. That's what you think. It's a forwarding address that it gets sent there and it bounces all around the country until it finds its way to his house. Because he doesn't trust the Illuminati. They're going to send him anthrax. Stone Corbell says, we're taking it because vaccines have been successful preventative medicine for over 100 years. True. Purple Nickel says, confirmed. Hannah is infecting us with the crazy. That's true. Spurious symbology is evidence on the bingo card. You bet.
Set up in a pyramid. It means it's Illuminati exposed. It means these people are so dumb. I don't know how much longer.
I'm dumb because I don't think anything that is the shape of a rough triangle or a pyramid means a conspiracy is afoot. Yep. I sure am an idiot.
I could take living amongst these people. But you can see it's a pyramid with a capstone, right? The capstone on top. The pyramid has always been set up with the capstone. What do we always see in the capstone? And you might say, what do you mean, what do we always see? Well, I don't know. Do you have a dollar?
The all-seeing eye.
All right, flip it over.
Oh my god, where else have I seen that symbol before? Oh my god, call for an uprising is part of the Illuminati because he has an all-seeing eye in his logo. Why did I turn into Mickey Mouse?
You see the pyramid on there? What do you think that represents? What do you think the eye
It's the all-seeing eye, supposedly of God. That's what I learned in school, but I went to a Christian school, so don't know.
on the back represents? A country of optometrists. It's the eye of Lucifer, the all-seeing eye of Lucifer. It's also known as the capstone, the top of the pyramid. Now, in secret societies, they elevate and go up steps. In Freemasonry, all you'll see if you go through Freemasonic literature is the staircase with the black and white tiles on the floor, of course, the esoteric crap that they believe in.
Call, I also have stairs in my house. Does that mean I am a Freemason? Stairs exist, Call. Stairs exist. And it wouldn't surprise me if they're a symbol of Freemasonry, if that even is the case. I assume it is. I think I've heard that before. Because Freemasons started as a trade guild for masons, you know, people who built staircases and other architectural things. Blackwing Hecate says, historically, the caps of the pyramids of Giza were clad in gold, and the rest of them were clad in white marble. Yeah, and they got stolen at some point in the past. What's PSYOP mean on the bingo card? If they say PSYOP. Conspiracy theorists will call something a PSYOP if they think the government or some cabal or something is, like, faking something in order to convince people of some lie. It's a PSYOP. Princess Amelia says, stairs exist, citation needed. D-Zug says, what do you think Call's Lucifer looks like? Is it Baphomet or the classic red devil with the horns and a pointy tail? The Bible describes Lucifer as beautiful, and Call claims to believe in the Bible, so I assume he'd go with that, even though he... I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. He's kind of weird, so I'd be shocked if it stayed consistent.
And they follow the black and white, your good deeds outweigh your bad deeds. You'll see that on the floor, and then you'll see staircases. And what do those staircases represent? They represent evolving, elevating in secret societies. Because, and this even goes for things like Scientology, which are secret societies within Freemasonry, or I should say outside of Freemasonry, but all the same thing. Every time you reach a degree, you climb up the staircase. That's what it represents. And the higher you climb, the more knowledge you're told you receive, because you're not really receiving knowledge. They like to tell you that you're receiving the secret knowledge of the world. The knowledge is in the Bible. That's where the knowledge is. This is the wickedness of the world, each one of these steps.
Yeah, the Bible. I love the Bible. It taught me that in order to genetically manipulate animals, you need to have them breed in front of things with the qualities you want. So if you want speckled sheep, just have those sheep fuck in front of a tree with speckles on it. It also taught me that pi has a value of 3. So, thanks, Bible.
This is the
Quiet One 85 says stairs represent me getting high. Seems legit. Does Call never use stairs? I don't know. Maybe he just has a ranch house.
deception of the world that these fools buy into and believe because they think that Lucifer's really on their side. And they're going to see pretty soon that he's not. But this is what they learn. They go up each step, right? And that's what the stairs in this crate challenge represent. The staircase, right? Going up the stairs. And every time they go up, they learn more. And eventually they learn that Lucifer is the god of this world. Now, they wouldn't even need to...
Called the stairs represent stairs made of milk crates that they're trying to get up and down because it's funny when the people hurt themselves. Because humans are basically just... Not even basically... Humans are apes, and we're dumb, and we think, ha ha ha, he fell off the thing, I laugh now, ha ha, and that's the joke, and that's why people do the milk crate challenge. It's literally the whole reason. Blackwing Hecate with a link.
It's not working, you got me something.
I cannot play a clip from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, sorry.
Learn that in Freemasonry, because the Bible teaches that this world is of the devil.
Okay, what if I don't believe the Bible, Call? Why should I believe the Bible? It's okay if you do. I'm asking why I, as a non-believer, should even care what you have to say about the Bible when I don't believe it. Moppy Mutton says, you never use stairs if you never leave your ranch-style house. Blackwing Hecate says, to misquote someone, sometimes a set of stairs is just a set of stairs.
But they learn that. And then they're told that they're empowered, that they rule and reign over us, that they can do this, they can do that. They, and all of this other crap that comes with each degree that they obtain inside of these secret societies. They're all set up the same. Okay? Once they reach a certain point or a certain capstone, even though, well, I guess they're already aware of worshiping Lucifer, it gets to the point that they actually worship.
I think he just had to think for a second because he's like, oh shit, at what point in my fan fiction of what Freemasons are, when did they learn about the Satan thing? Because it can't be level 1, Let's say someone walks in, there's Freemason, chapters all over the country. Maybe all over the world, I don't know. Probably all over the world. But like I had one in my hometown, and people would usually rent out their hall for like birthdays or quinceañeras or bar mitzvahs or graduation parties because they just had a big call. So let's say I go there and I go, I would like to become a Freemason. I can't anymore because lady. But let's say I wanted to join and I'm like, I want to be a Freemason. And do they just on the first day be like, all right, here's the secret. We control the world and we are Satanists. Can't be that. So they must hide it for a while. Is it a year? Is it 2 years in? 5 years in? When do they let that go, Call? And how do they hide it? Up until that point. Hydrate. Bless you. Rublum says, Hannah, I challenge you to do the hug your significant other challenge. Next time you see your significant other, hug them and go, this is nice. Challenge accepted.
Lucifer as God and worship him. And really, that's the key to the capstone, at least in my interpretation and belief of it. I know other people have different interpretations. That's mine. Thus, the all-seeing eye, which is the all-seeing eye of Lucifer / Horus, same difference that you see on the dollar bill.
No, not same difference. Horus is... an Egyptian god. I don't know what he's the god of time. Or I don't know what he is the god of, rather. He's the god of... Is he the god of the... He's not the one with the thing where he's the sun, right? What is Horus? The god of... Blackwing Hecate says kings? God of kings? Okay. The sun? Whatever he is. This is him. This is Horus, roughly. These are obviously drawings people have done, recently. But this is roughly what Horus was supposed to look like. He's not Satan. He's a god from Egyptian religion. Ancient Egyptian religion.
Okay, so you might say, well, what does this have to do with people setting up in their backyard? First of all, they're mocking you. Second
Blackwing Hecate says, Horus is burb. Thanks.
of all, they're having you partake in rituals without even realizing what you're going to eventually be doing. Society is going to be set up where they follow the secret mystery religions out in the open. Christianity, they will attempt and try to kill off. They will make martyrs of many Christians, and there will be others who survive and still are here to try to shine light on the gospel and the true word. But these people will continue to do whatever they have to do to indoctrinate people with the occult and normalize it. That's what they've done since television has come out. They have normalized the occult. They have normalized rituals.
Television? Daddy Sume says, fucking Horus, the traitor, the heretic, the biggest dick in the galaxy. I don't get that reference.
Blood.
That fucking Farnsworth guy that invented television. What a dick. Forget his first name. Ugh.
Bass, etc., 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 to make it normal so that people think that people such as you and me are nuts.
Not Hubert, he's a real guy.
And they can think it all they want. They're so far-fetched from what's really happening, and their minds are...
Philo Farnsworth? The guy who invented television's name is Philo. That's unfortunate. Philo.
So far gone, they're not even human anymore. Because if you can't critically think, you're not human. Period.
If we didn't already have staggering hypocrisy on the bingo card. But we do. So.
Can't think for yourself, you are not a human being. And these people can't. Now, the other thing that needs to be pointed out, in addition to the staircase, the pyramid, and the capstone, of course, with Freemasonry, is the milk, right? Well, we all love milk. And this...
I don't. I use milk, like if I'm making mac and cheese or whatever, but I don't understand people... Well, okay, here's an exception. Chocolate milk. I like a good chalky milk. But, like, I don't understand people who just, like, pour a glass of, like, white milk and just, like, milk. Mm. No, milk is not the other thing, guys. What do you... Really? Solomon, are you kidding? Milk is not the other thing. How could you... It's a product of it, but it's not that. That's a dumb question. Do we have Deep State on the bingo card? Has it come up yet? Peter might have brought it up. I don't remember. Do I not like milk and cookies? Yes, to dip the cookies in. And then I pour the milk out, or I have a very small glass of the milk. I'm talking about people who just get milk. Like my dad. My dad would straight up just, like, not eating anything else, not with a dessert or something, just in the middle of the day at, like, 3 p.m., just pour a full glass of fucking milk and just drink it like a psychopath. Who does that?
I have to point this out because there are people who still comment and say, well, I drink milk. Does that mean I'm a Satanist? I drink milk. No, it does not. You drink almond milk? It doesn't mean you're a Satanist, okay? Milk has a different meaning, a spiritual meaning. They take these things called milk baths. It's currently promoted by Hollywood. It's currently promoted by witches. Milk baths. We've seen Rihanna, all these celebrities. You can look most of them up. They've taken a milk bath and shown.
The funny thing is, Call knows more about celebrities than I will ever know. He's always about, like, oh, these celebrities, they're demonic, but he's the one who apparently spends all this time looking at what they're doing. Because I don't know what the fuck he's talking about in regard to milk baths.
Showing it. It's a spiritual cleanse.
I can just see him with, like, a People magazine, like, oh god, where's the occult symbols?
Spiritual cleanse of their chakra, their third eye, their spiritual eye.
Call, chakras aren't real.
It's a part of witchcraft. It's used in witchcraft rituals. You could look that up
Witchcraft isn't real either.
too. And you could see for yourself how many articles pop up about witches and the proper milk baths to take. Then you could see people like Fergie and Kim Kardashian doing music.
How do I break this to Call? Okay, Call, the milk in this particular image is not literally meant to represent milk. It's a stand-in. You know what? Whatever. Let's just move on. 74 Quinn 74 says, as a lifelong liver of the dairy state, I declare you canceled. Also, you can stay because you love cheese, but you're on thin ice. And no, me saying that by reading the comment does not count for the space. Moppy Mutton says, what is real isn't real, and what's not real is real with this guy. You did say you use milk to make mac and cheese? That's true. Fair enough. I did miss that. I forgot. Sure. Fine. Simple Cat Girl says, certain liquids have properties that is helpful for the skin, and milk bath is also a popular thing for pregnancy photos. Ew.
Music videos where
We are doing bingo.
they dump milk on themselves. They're not dumping milk on themselves because they want you to think it's that thing coming out of a male's private parts, and
It's literally that, and also the double entendre, you know, boobs, milk, but also, yes, it's meant to be like, haha, look at this, look at me dripping with this white fluid.
it's sexy.
Krizia, thanks for subscribing at Tier 2 for 13 months.
Okay? That's what a common, dumbed-down person will tell you. Oh, yeah, it's hot. Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's hot, in my opinion. It's not something I find hot, but I'm telling you that's what it is. Call. Some people do find it hot, apparently, or at least marketing people think it is. So that's why you have it. It's not a conspiracy.
Yeah. Oh, you're turned on because Fergie, he's dumping milk on himself.
I'm going to count that as transvestigation on the bingo card.
You've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in.
That's turning you on.
You know just what it was.
Hold on, some other thing is playing in the background somewhere.
Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati.
I've had videos
Where is that coming from?
Time, but not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
Yeah, it's a different call video, but I don't have any more call things open in any tabs, so I don't know where it is.
exposing the milk bath
I think I
on
stopped
multiple
it.
channels. I've had it up for about 4 years. I don't know if it's still up. I think the channel I put up recently got taken down. That video, for some reason, I can never get uploaded with approval. Ever.
Does that mean another channel of his just got taken down? That's pretty awesome. Can we go over the bingo card? You have to ask me for specific spaces because I don't have a master sheet.
No idea.
Maybe oh, it might be in another browser. No, it's not. I don't know.
Why? There's nothing controversial, and it's just me telling you what the milk bath means. Well, they don't want you to know what it means. Then we have a Marina Abramovich, of course, right? We all know about spirit cooking. I exposed that.
Yeah, that's also a call for ban evasion on the bingo card. Whenever a channel of his either gets created or deleted, it's a call for ban evasion.
When the pizza stuff happened, many people did. And of course, they took that and hijacked that to be something different and make it political. And not to look through the lens, the actual lenses, and see what they were doing and what they were trying to get people indoctrinated with. But even in that, right, the milk that's used in rituals, milk is a common component used in witchcraft. Crowley, all these magicians, sorcerers, Satanists that they study use milk in it. You'll see Marina even with a goat. You'll even see now they push goat milk and talk.
Satanic ritual child abuse, yes, we do. Do your own research. I'm gonna say yes because of the freak out I had on Peter about his quote-unquote research.
About goat milk in addition to just goat worship, which I cover all the time. Okay? These things all tie together. So all of these stupid things that pop up, and people look at it and they go, oh, it's so dumb. Nothing becomes viral unless they want it to become viral. And that's a fact. Nothing sneaks through, oh, and then I'm going to do it too. People, yeah. Do people copy it because they're dumb? Yeah, of course. What do you think's happening with the magic potion? It doesn't...
We haven't had 4chan, no.
Become a trend.
Face diaper? No, no one has said face diaper.
Or viral unless they want it to be. And all of these things that end up being challenges are rituals. They're small.
I'm just curious, like... The Tide Pod Challenge? What ritual purpose does the Tide Pod Challenge have? Just curious.
All indoctrinations. Does it mean if you...
Optometrists on bingo card? Yes, he did mention that. Hannah exasperated, yes, from the Peter thing. Has forced feminization been mentioned? No. Chrysia says someone should tell Call if everything's a ritual, nothing is. Yeah, it's really stupid.
Perform this, that you're in the occult? No, it does not. Okay? It's not what I'm saying. And I know people do videos saying that I'm saying that, but I'm not. But they will because their brains are so dumb. Because I hear videos that people do on me and what I say, and they don't even, you can even listen to when they play the clip. They just totally ignore what I say and just take what they only hear, which is really a lot what the LGBTQP community does. I only hear what they...
Have you considered that you're a bad communicator, Call? Just curious.
Want to hear, which is that they're oppressed and...
Do we have vaccine shedding or coveted trifecta? Oh, or the coveted trifecta? No.
Yeah, I want to hurt the... But I constantly just say, no one wants to hurt you or do any harm. No one even cares what you do behind closed doors. You know?
You do call, you know... You say very negative things about LGBT people all the time. You clearly do. And if I went to your website and gave you $4 or however much you're charging these days... If I went on your forums, I guarantee it wouldn't be very nice to queer people, if I had to take a guess, so.
And they hear what...
LGBT MNOP on the bingo card, yes.
They want. It's the same thing with this stuff. They hear it, they think it's insane. Oh, can't something just go viral? Can't somebody come up with something? Oh, yeah, it's a milk crate when we all know about the milk ritual, those of us who are awake. It's the capstone on the top.
The funny thing is, even if what Call was saying was true, which it's not, and it was some sort of ritual thing, 99% of the population has never heard of milk baths or any of this bullshit he's talking about. So no, even if that were true, to everyone who does the milk crate challenge, it would still be just, haha, let's do this thing with our friends and film a TikTok or whatever. Like, does he not understand that what he's saying doesn't even make sense internally? I don't understand.
You stand on it, you run up the pyramid, we know the staircase. I mean, it's so easy to say.
Yeah, if you're paranoid and have delusions.
I get that some people would be like, that's a stretch. Well, that's for the weak-minded it is. But
Okay, I guess I don't have enough, I'm not strong enough minded to have undiagnosed schizophrenia.
For those of us who know how they work and how they operate and how all of the things that, even if it's through something like this, to normalize certain things in the occult, words, rituals, things like the staircase in Freemasonry. When somebody sees a picture of it, they go, I don't know, it just looks like a stair. Cool. Instead of going, well, why do you have a staircase? Tell me about it. Oh, well, you'll find out when you get to a certain, oh, I will. Oh, okay. Instead, they just see it and they're just like, so what? So what?
Does they mean Jewish people? He's promoted yeah, I think he does mean that, yes. He's promoted anti-Semitic conspiracy theories before, like blood libel, so yes.
So what? Who cares? Who cares? Let me get into Fortnite and pretend I live around fairy dust 24/7. Well, you do.
I don't think he knows what Fortnite is.
Because most people are fairies these days, but you get the point. So that's the newest trend that kids are into. And of course, I have to, again, let you know, I'm not promoting anyone doing this, okay? And for many reasons,
Not overt anti-Semitism, but if you have thinly veiled anti-Semitism, sure, for the them thing, yeah.
The fact that it's stupid, and I'm not saying if you do it, well, you are partaking in a ritual, but I'm not saying that because most people are oblivious. But they normalize it, they laugh at it, they mock it, they trend it. They watch these imbeciles do it, fall on their heads in their lawn, and it sums up the world we live in. They're showing these people falling on their heads. Anyone concerned? Oh my gosh, you might crack a skull. That's probably more dangerous.
We're not gay agenda. He hasn't said anything about a gay agenda. He's been homophobic, but he's always like that. The line between chuds and tinfoil thins. Yeah, if no other reason than we had peed her earlier, so sure.
Dangerous than what's actually supposedly floating around in our society that we're all wearing diapers over our faces for. Supposed
face diaper on the bingo card
to be wearing. Yeah, this ain't dangerous? Oh, okay. That's why they have to come out and say, we don't promote this. Because then if you make that argument, of course, they'll try to deflect off of it. But this world is just... it's all it is. It's all that it is. It's all that anything going on is. And people go, you just pull things, Call. You're pulling it. All these truths, they pull stuff and then they make it into their own narrative. No, you're just also dumb. Not you, the subscribers here. I'm talking about the people out there who question this stuff.
Oh, thank God. I'm not subscribed to this channel. Shame on me. I hit subscribe, though, so I'm smart enough now. Because that's how that works.
So...
Zonlick, thanks for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. I'm Hannah. We're doing conspiracy theory debunks and making fun of them today. Tinfoil Tuesday. Go check out Zonlick here on Twitch.
Dumb and naive.
Expert with ridiculous job title? Who? No. Not to my knowledge.
To see what's happening, you don't want to believe it. And I know people like you because I have family members who are like that. Even Christian family members who believe in Christ. They don't want to see the bad because they want to think everything's cupcakes and roses. And I'm not saying that you don't have salvation if you feel that way. I'm not saying you have to see the bad to find the good, to find salvation. Some people need to see it to find salvation. That's why I do what I do. But if you're naive and you shut yourself off to all this stuff and you start doing this stuff, you end up getting lukewarm. You end up going down the path of being a follower of Christ into being, guess what? A spiritual person. You know what that means? That means you start becoming a spiritual Christian, universal religion, a spiritual God, a universal God, and you are foregone. You're so far away from Christ, you have no idea. I saw somebody yesterday.
Take that, Unitarians!
I went on YouTube trending. There's a video of somebody coming out of the closet. I'm just like, well, I know why it's there.
Because that person, I don't know who he's talking about. I assume it was a popular YouTuber who came out. Probably. Is Call still of the mindset that, like, gay people and trans people are, like, a weird, abnormal thing to talk about? Because we're in the year of our Lord 2021. Gay and trans and bi people, it's just a part of life. Like, if you're under 30 at minimum. It's probably even older for a lot of people. But, like, if you're under 30, it's not like, oh my god, did you see that person came out as gay or whatever? No one cares. It's just like, oh, that person, oh, okay, cool. It's just a thing. It's not some weird new thing. It's just part of everyday life. If you're under 30, people being gay has been part of reality your entire life. Out in the open. It is not weird. Word salad, not that I'm aware of. No one called it out specifically at any point.
And I just go, I don't understand how people don't know why. Who cares? You know, this person's coming out. So I go on there and I read just scroll down 4 comments just to see what some of these people are saying. Of course, there's a thumbs up comment. Person's first words, as a Christian. And then they go on a rant. As a Christian, I support the LGBT. This is so brave, so encouraging. I don't understand why other Christians can't support this and be on board. And it's just, I sit there and I just look and I go, I can't question what's in your heart. And I can't question if you're saved. Only that's God's job, not mine. But I sure as hell can sit here and...
Ooh. It's probably a really good screenshot to turn into a PNG of his logo. I was having a hard time finding a good image of his logo to make a PNG out of for when I need to make thumbnails. That'll be a good one. It'll be really easy to pull the black out. Thanks, Call.
And question what you're saying and what you're doing. And I get it. People do that to me all the time. The more you start supporting sin and just going, whatever, the more it becomes normal. And
gay people are already normalized, Call. Trans people are pretty normal to people under 30, at least in the sense that even if it's somewhat new to them, they're like, oh, okay, whatever. They don't really care. Most people. It's just life. Yeah. We're pretty inclusive these days, Call. Get used to it. It's gonna be... Honestly, I was gonna say it's gonna be like this for the rest of your life, but no, it's not. The world's only gonna become more and more inclusive, probably. So, this is the least inclusive the world is ever going to be for you, Call. Every day you're gonna wake up and the world's gonna be gayer. Enjoy.
Thus, as sin becomes normal, our society becomes sinful. Christ's salvation, when Christ died on the cross to save mankind and save us, it didn't mean that you can sin freely forever and do what thou wilt. That's the satanic mindset, do what thou wilt. These people just think, oh, well, God wouldn't judge anyone who had this perversion or anything like that. Oh, yeah, he will. Doesn't mean he'll judge them harder than he would judge somebody who, I don't know, that does drugs, drinks. No, it's probably all the same. But when you sit there and...
Drinks, let's see. What percent of the adult population drinks? Let me see. This 86%, 69, hey, 0.5% reported they drank in the past year. So almost 70% of people, if like shit went down today, if the rapture was real, it's not, but if it was, according to Call, 70% of people would be going to hell. It's higher than that, but I'm just trying to illustrate the stupidity of the point. 70% plus any sober gay people. Anyone who commits any other sin, I guess, based on his criteria? I don't know.
And you start going, as a Christian, you're not representing Christianity when you start accepting sin.
But Call is, clearly. Call gets to decide that he's the representative of Christianity, but no one else can.
Because what you're doing is you're not only defiling God, you're spitting in God's face and saying, oh, well, yeah, but that doesn't apply to today's world because it's a different world. Well, you let Satanists create this different world. You let Satanists take control and tell you what's right and what's wrong.
Call, let's even look. Let's look. How many Satanists are in the U.S.? And again, Satanists aren't what he thinks they are. Just give me a stat, Google. What percent of people are Satanists? It's got to be like 0.0001%. Well, it's not a readily available statistic, but basically no one calls themselves Satanists. And most people who self-describe Satanism are atheistic Satanists. So
God's word is etched in stone, and it's etched on our hearts. The 10 Commandments of
D-Zug says, new drinking game. Take a shot every time Call chuckles at himself incredulously. Dead within 12 minutes.
never changed. The laws have never changed, and they're not gonna. Christ died for our salvation. That doesn't mean that every single thing just suddenly, So even things like this, sure, you could say, it's not
Hentai Skeleton says, I'm not surprised you can't find a stat. We tend to stay on the DL. Sure.
a big deal. But when God talks about partaking in pagan rituals and not Masonic, he didn't say that, but satanic rituals, which is the same thing, you think he's just going, oh yeah. He doesn't want you to be dumb and not aware of this stuff. God wants you to know so you don't partake. And too many Christians just shut their minds off and just, okay, well, no, Call, you're going too far. No. I have a friend who likes this perversion. Okay, no one's condemning that person to hell. That's not our right to do or our job.
In your view, God is, which would make God a dick. I don't believe in God, so it's not an issue. I don't hold grudges at fictional characters, especially not for fucking fandoms I don't give a shit about. Christianity's one of them. But, like, you can't say no one's damning them or no one's judging them because, according to you, the creator of the universe is. You're wrong, but it's what you believe.
But it's not your right to love the sin and then to accept the sin and then to tell everyone, it's okay. Partake in it. What's next? Huh? Well, we know. We already have people putting blood on their faces, doing blood rituals, right? We know there's already sacrifice. And then when that becomes normal, they'll say the same thing. And people will be like, no, they won't. Oh, yeah? Yeah, all you have to do is look at
Do we have slippery slope argument on the... I don't know if that's a bingo space.
something as simple as the 1-9er. I said this last year. It was going to take time. They'd accept it. People would take it. Then they'd make it mandatory when, after the first couple phases of it. People went, no way.
First of all, people were waiting for the vaccine anyway. Most people are not vaccine deniers or vaccine, whatever you want to call them, anti-vax pieces of shit. So that's a weird prediction to make, considering even at the time you made the prediction, most people were already hoping for a vaccine and waiting for it. Secondly, nothing has been mandated yet, except in things like the military, and certain jobs, but you can leave those jobs if you don't want to. If they're a private business, they're allowed to do that. There are unions that are pushing against it in certain places. I disagree with them, but they are unions. They get to decide to do what they want and collectively bargain for that. So, you're wrong. There's not been any sort of, federal mandate for the public.
I know people, no way, no chance, never will. Oh, yeah? All of them took it. Work came calling. Have to go to conferences. So then when I bring up the mark or anything else, what's the response? I got to pay my bills, don't I? Well, you could trust in the Lord. And
Call, if... I think I've gone over this before, too. The mark of the beast isn't supposed to happen until after the rapture happens and the Antichrist takes power. So if you're still here, Call, and the mark of the beast is already here, that means you didn't get raptured, which means you're not a true Christian. Just something to think about. Maybe know what you're talking about within your own religious framework.
instead, I have to. Oh, why? Because this system that we live in tells you to? Or you can stop playing in their game. But they won't. And they don't. And I've gone on a completely different rant off of the topic here of what this is, which is just a challenge. But do you understand, as far as the standpoint of Christians, and just if you keep accepting sin and accepting all of this stuff, it just continues to become normalized. And then it's like, that's what's happened now. And with the LZQ, it's like, oh, it's okay. What do you mean it's okay? I mean, I'm pretty sure.
She means it's okay. It's fine. Who cares? Yeah. Stone Corbell says, how many marks of the beast are we going to get proven to be bullshit before these people stop saying everything is the mark of the beast? Social security numbers were the mark, credit cards were the mark, etc., etc., etc. Barcodes, they also thought were the mark of the beast. Credit cards, and then when they got the NFID, is it NFID chips? RFID chips, that's what it is. When they got the RFID chips, they said it was the mark. Yeah. They think everything's the mark. They want the rapture to happen super duper bad, which is funny, again, like I said, considering the mark of the beast doesn't come until after the Antichrist, who only shows up after the rapture, where he's supposed to show up and in the confusion after the rapture be like, I'm a strong leader, and take control and all that jazz.
Sure, I'm pretty sure God was not okay with it. You could just read the Bible and see for yourself. And they are so lukewarm and oblivious. And this is how we get to where we are. And that's why people need to be strong. I need to be strong, and I need to be stronger. And I'm not. But this world in general just makes me so sick seeing this stuff and seeing people and seeing it's okay. It's good. Yeah, it's not good. It's not. Milk crate challenge. Oh, man. Do you know how...
You know what gives me infinite joy? Is just the idea of Call in a supermarket somewhere, just seeing a gay couple or a lesbian couple or a trans person and just fucking seething that they dare exist in public. Can you imagine how often that must happen for him? I don't know where he lives, but can you imagine just every time he sees someone who is obviously, because they're like with their partner or whoever, isn't straight, and I'm just like, these fucking people in public, shut up, fucking dick. I love that. I love that for him. Daddy Sume with 300 bits says, I'm sorry I'm so trash, Hannah. If we need to talk about my behavior, please let me know. Also, snipe. Daddy Sume becomes a stream boss. Big Sweet Demon says, POV, the teddy bear Call screams this to every night. That makes me uncomfortable. D with Goblin says, just for Call, I'm wearing my sweatpants with the inverted pentagram on the butt, paired with a rainbow knee socks, stylish, and an abomination in the sight of God. Nice. Hype Train, 34% to level 1.
How dumb you have to be to not realize it's a ritual. Well, I shouldn't say that, because some of you are new to this stuff. But I mean, come on. What do you think? Somebody just put milk crates up in their backyard, went up and fell down, and what did they do? They posted it on Instagram. Okay, say they did.
Literally, yes. Literally, yes. Yes.
Pathetically. How does it go viral?
Because someone... Does he not understand how social media works? I guess maybe he doesn't, because his videos don't get shared. So, someone sees it on the TikTok, and they go, ha 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 ha, and then they share it. Or they say, this got a bunch of views and shares, I should do this too. That's kind of the nature of challenges, is you send them to people. That's why they go viral so often, is you're supposed to send them to other people to challenge them to do the thing. That's the whole point. Color by Emmy says, hype, ooh. I did the pass-through thing, and now I can hear my own voice. Silence, whore! Roland7 says, I used to hate myself, but it's a lot healthier to be myself and laugh at those who go into knots about me with 100 bits. Thanks. True.
Oh, it's viral. This guy.
Imagine if Call saw this flag from a Brazilian state. Oh gosh, what does it say? English. The flag of the state of Minas Gerais is one of the official symbols of the Brazilian state. What does this mean? Does it just mean liberty? I don't... Wait, what is this? Is it just because it's a triangle? Yeah, triangles are sinister, guys. Didn't you know that? Tea with Goblins has last my bits to the mighty hype train. Thank you. 49% to level 1. Triangles are scary. They're so pointy.
Fell. Oh, so somebody sees him fall and everyone laughs at the guy who falls, but everybody wants to try it now. Well, yeah, that's...
Yeah, people are dumb and they want to be influencers, so they post themselves getting hurt or whatever in the hopes they'll get follows.
True, monkey see, monkey do. But how would it go viral?
You just said monkey see, monkey do. People post it, people laugh at it, people like it, people send it to their friends, other people try to do it. Those get likes, those get sent to their friends. I think Cole just doesn't understand how the internet works. I think that's the fundamental problem here.
How would I mean, it's so easy to just see.
No, it's not. You just don't understand social media.
Just like all the stuff going on in the world, it's just easy to...
In fairness, I've been on social media for years and have never gotten banned, and Cole gets banned after 5 minutes because he can't stop being a crazy person, so he's never spent a significant amount of time there, would be my guess. Princess Amelia says, fucking social media, how does that work?
To see. Just have eyes. Just be awake.
Simple Cat Girl says, yeah, the point of challenges like that is to see if you can do it better. Yep.
Wake your mind up. Take it off cruise.
Wake me up inside, can't wake up. Can't wake up and save me.
Control right now. Yeah, it's stressful. It's easier to shut yourself off from it. But God doesn't want you to shut yourself off from this stuff. He wouldn't have put us here now to just sit here and be content with what's happening. And no, I'm not saying, let's go do something. Let's go overthrow Big Brother. We need to wake people up.
Bitter Grin says, I just looked it up. The red triangle on that flag literally represents the Holy Trinity.
While we can, is what I'm saying. And that's what I'm trying to do. A reminder, check out the website at callforunuprising.com. It's $2.99 a month. I hope to see everyone over there. I appreciate everybody who is here. Patrons, of course. If you are a patron, it's because of you it keeps me here on YouTube. So if you're not a patron, please consider becoming one. And again, I'm not just regurgitating that. For those of you who can't have, or, you know, for the young people out there who can or whatever else, those of you who are patrons are the ones who keep me here and help me support doing this.
I can't believe his Patreon is still fucking live.
So you're also helping other people learn and see what's going on. And I get it from the standpoint, some people are like, just give them a Bible, give them a Bible. But there's no blueprint on how to wake someone up to Jesus Christ. And people think there is. They're like, just give them a Bible, they'll wake up. Anyway, you give someone a Bible, you know how many people just take it and throw it? That's disgusting. Yeah, it is.
Or people who take it and read it and laugh at it and build entire careers off of the idea that they could read that and make fun of it. That's a pretty rare one, though.
But, you know, at the same time, showing people the horrible stuff and the things they're doing and how they relate to the occult, that makes them go, holy crap. I need to find God now. And then when you read the Bible and you read Daniel and you read Revelation and you see prophecy being fulfilled and you read what the prophets have said, everything that was foretold is occurring right now. And you can't deny that.
I can, and I do.
People who try to do a denial of that is the dummies out there just go, oh, these Christians are so great. And then they just dismiss it. There are other people who are like, they're following the blueprint of the Bible because they want to follow it and then lead, for the Christians out there. Oh, yeah, sure. Keep telling yourself that. Because when you're burning, you're going to not have a chance at salvation. Your window's closing. Every single day, your window's closing at salvation. Remember that. Every day you see the walls closing in around you, just realize if you're not saved, your window is closing. quick. And you better seek salvation. And all you have
Technically, in kindergarten, they peer pressured me into asking Jesus for salvation, so I think I'm technically covered. So I'll see you in heaven, Call. That'll be fun. Me and Jesus are gonna hang out and be friends and wear crop tops. And you're just gonna seethe. It's gonna be great.
to do is knock, and the door shall be opened. I thank you again for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families.
Call's terrible. Genuinely. What is wrong with him?